Okay, this is Daniel Formado, and then we have our former superstar Godwin Okpara, who played for Nigeria, in the Nations Cup and also the World Cup France 1998. So really, we just want to talk about football, especially this Nations Cup we just concluded in Abidjan. The Super Eagles got to the final, defeated by Cote d'Ivoire. So I want to ask our former player, what is behind the Super Eagles not winning this Nations Cup after 10 years? So in the short run, we miss this Nations Cup. How he missed the Nations Cup. That was 2000 when the Cameroon defeated Nigeria. So Godwin Okpara, we want you to tell Nigerians and also lovers of football around the world, what makes the Super Eagles to lose this final, Nigeria versus Cote d'Ivoire, when much was expected of the Super Eagles, and we lost this match in the tick of an eye. They beat us 2-1 in that final. So what do you have to say about the Super Eagles of Nigeria concerning that game in particular, when much was expected after beating Cameroon, beating South Africa, get to that stage, and we lost that game? So please, what can you tell us about the Nations Cup final?
Well, it's something that we're still asking ourselves, I don't know what really happened now. Maybe the players were over-carried away, because we know that their game against Cameroon and against Angola, they played well. They did very well. My own thinking was then that if they can continue the way they played against Cameroon especially, I think that would win the cup. So that was my aim then. But unfortunately, I didn't see that attitude they put in against Cameroon. That attitude was lost.
Okay. So now, being that we played Cameroon, we are saying that round of 16, we have played Cameroon, beat them 2-0. So now, the final game, that resilience, the Super Eagles was not committed totally, committed in that final. So you could see them relax. Overall, the Ivorians was almost 63%, and we are 30-something, 36. The Super Eagles of Nigeria. And if you watch that defense line, we have some on the right fullback, especially online. You could see that in that minute, I was expecting Godwin to make a change in that time in particular. Then if you watch, the goal for the Ivorian, the second goal, came from that point, from that angle. So what do you have to tell them? Because we have the World Cup qualifier at hand coming on in June. So what advice do you have to tell the coach, the players, for them not to be relaxed?
Well, actually, Ola, is one of my best players in there. But I don't really know what happened in that game. He wasn't himself, that game. Because if you can't compare that match with other matches that he played, that game he was lost completely. I don't know. Is he okay? I don't really know what really happened to him, because all throughout the competition, Ola was there. For me, maybe they didn't say it, the coach didn't say it, maybe the medical crew didn't say it, the technical crew didn't say it. Maybe that Ola wasn't okay for that game. Maybe he was a bit sick or what. But for me,
he lost concentration.
I didn't see the real Ola.
He lost concentration.
I don't really know what happened. I didn't know what happened, but that game was out.
Okay, on the final note concerning that, the coach did very well in this Nations Cup. So what do you expect? You want him to take us to the World Cup?
Nobody
than America to qualify.
He said something now that the coach did very well. For me, he did well, not very well.
He performed.
He did. For me, there's a big mistake that I saw in that match. We have our best players. We have our best players in there. One of our best players. In a game, it's not all game that you really perform. It's not all matches that you really perform. I get it. Sometimes when you perform well, some games you out of form. But if you have your best player, what gives big players confidence is when you know they didn't play well, the next game you put them there. Then the next game, if you miss it, which means there's something wrong. They can't look a player than this guy didn't perform well. The next game you just push him out. So I'm talking about Simon. If you watch our game against Angola, he was man of the match. That was what category are we in quarter final there against Angola?
Yes.
Quarter final. He was man of the match. Then semi-final. It was man of the match. He got the trophy of man of the match. He was man of the match in that game. Then against South Africa in semi-final, he wasn't in the game. Not that he was so no, he wasn't completely in the game. He took him out. Maybe he was a bit tired of what. Then the finals, he didn't really need.
He came in later.
He put in Chukwueze
position. So, like,
what confidence are you building
from
in that kind of player? You're not building anything. You're bringing him down. So you don't expect that. That's the mistake that you made. You should have started
Moses Simon. Okay, like what you said, Godwin Okpara, you mentioned about Moses Simon. He was influential. He played very well. He was, in fact, on top of his game in that tournament. But the coach made a change, which he didn't believe on. Many people too thought about it. Chukwueze is fantastic, but there are some matches he's not performing. We expected him to do more, but being an AC Milan, when he was in Villarreal, I think he did more compared to AC Milan. So, but now, looking at the team generally, we've seen us playing up to the final in AFCON, for the build-up, for the World Cup, even going to America and Canada. Do you think which department, because the defense line, the midfield, the attack, if you see Victor Osimhen was not scoring, he scored just one. Though, some chances, he created some things. So which area do we need to beef up? There's some player, we have Gift Orban, who signed for Olympic Lyon in France. He's an attacker. So what do you think? Which area do we need to beef up now? And the goalkeeper department, Mwabali was good. So which area do you think we can beef up in the Super Eagles for the matches ahead?
I need to my defense line. They are the key to this tournament. Yeah. So I give the kudos to Bacon, the captain. Yeah. He really managed that place very well, and it shows that he's a leader, and I'm so proud of him because of that. So, what our weak area that we have now, what we're really missing that team, if we can get that role, that position, is that defensive midfield. We are missing Ndidi a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
If you have somebody like Ndidi, Ndidi, with his defense ability, he defends and he still attacks. So he has that strength. For me, it's the box to box.
Box to box, yeah. Just like Frank Onyeka. Onyeka is instrumental.
So this is what we need. This is what we're missing.
Okay.
If we can beat into his shape before then, I think the team is ready to do something.
Okay, I want to chip in concerning that. You mentioned Ndidi, he's one of our players because he was injured. So, I think with Ndidi, as you said, then Frank Onyeka pairing that midfield. Because if you watch Yusuf, for me, Yusuf is a good player. But when he came in the other last game, he committed an error, which resulted to the goal penalty. So, against South Africa. And the coach also brought him in again. So there are some people complaining about his confidence as a midfield player. He's a young player, no doubt. We can encourage him. Do you think Yusuf have a place in the Super Eagles?
He has.
Hassan Yusuf.
Yes.
He needs
encouragement. That's what we need. I need experienced players like Ndidi in front of him. Onyeka too. I think with those people, he will learn faster. And go faster into that position.
Okay. Finally, I want to mention something concerning our goalkeeper, Stanley Mwaba, Chippa United. He did very well. So do you see him going to the World Cup and play more Nations Cup to stand in that position, that post, to mount it for Nigeria?
You know, I'm already seeing him there.
Yeah.
You know,
So
you know what I love.
are you going to compare him like Onyama, Vincent Onyama?
This is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
This is what I'm seeing. You know, I saw him like, you know, he's there already, and it shows that, you know, he's there already, and it shows that he's in command. You know, I'm so confident. You know, I don't know. He has so much confidence that you see in him. If a goalkeeper is panicking, then you see it.
His confidence.
But you don't see it in him. So this is what this is what I'm saying. This guy, for me, I mean, for now we just find our real goalkeeper now. We just found him now. So I'm so happy for that.
Okay. So thank you, and I think I'm going to end here. So to have our former Super Eagles player Godwin Okpara again to talk about football, especially for Super Eagles of Nigeria. So it's nice having you again, Mr. Godwin Okpara.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I still remain your support, Daniel Ofomadu.